guys, how you doing? Hope everybody's well. I was gonna do the recoil spring on this little 200. Well, we got the camera here, may as well video. It might help someone, it might not. If you've got a 200t or hell, any other saw for that matter. That screw does not want to fall out of there. I see it's still in there. Maybe it ain't all the way out. Maybe we should just do the right thing and grab a magnet. Simple Man's little 55, we kind of want to stand still on it. I didn't care for the piston I had here for it after I went to machining on it. Just didn't care for it. It's really soft material. It was like a $3 Farmer Tech piston on an order, I think, when I made that order. Ended up ordering a Meteor piston last night to go in it. I've got the machine work on the cylinder done, I hope. Hope I don't get the new piston here and things just don't go right. And that screw just hit the floor, but we'll get a magnet and get it up in a second. I'd already took one of the recoil bolts out up top there, so you guys missed that. We don't want to lose any more. I'm sure I really don't have any extra unless I break into my complete kit that I bought. That sucker there doesn't want to let go, that's for sure. Starter cover off. Luckily just looked right down and there it was. This floor, if you're not real familiar with the channel, I poured this floor to cement. We done it by hand because there's a power line and it'd be about impossible to get a cement truck back here. So we mixed it in a wheelbarrow, done it by hand, and I don't know, for whatever reason, it turned to sand like really fast, probably within a year. It is what it is. We say that here a lot. I probably say that too much, but we make sure I've got that at all to where you guys can see it. I guess that'll have to work. This stuff's pretty simple. See if we can find us a little pick, or hell, these needle nose will probably do it. I could probably pull that out of there by hand if I wanted to. And that's all that holds it in. Let me just get it up to where you guys can see. If you've not dealt with one, you pull that little clip out. There's a little washer under it and your starter pawl, and it is a done deal. Usually we'll use a steel screwdriver to get it loose. The needle nose I pulled out of there. I don't even know where I laid them. Where they laid them back in the box. It's been one of them days. I probably got like 3 hours of sleep last night. Just don't know why. Just could not sleep and felt like crap all day. I'm sure you guys know how it is. I think it's got to do with just getting older. Used to, I'd lay down on the side of a rock and go to sleep in the woods somewhere. That's no joke. Now, like I said, I just pulled it out of there with my hand once I got it up and where I could look at it properly. And there's that little washer. Our starter pawl. Old spring. I'd bent that thing and redone it so many times. It is ready for trash can. And that's what I'm hoping in this pack is the correct spring I think I ordered 2 of them just in case one of them kind of goes nuts and wants to jump all over the place. Because my hands, anymore, I used to be able to wind up a spring in my hand. I think I've done it here on camera, but it's got to be a really good day. Here anymore, the carpal tunnel in my hands is about unbearable sometimes. If you deal with carpal tunnel, you'll know what I mean. If you don't, I hope you never have to. Good piece of advice I can give you is not use your hands for hammers and yeah, stupid stuff like that. Oh great, I hope it doesn't just pop and fly all over the place when we take the plastic off of it. I have had them do that. Some places will put like a little band of wire around the spring, and if you don't get it to pop right down in the dang groove, I'm telling you, it's not a fun situation at all. And if this one pops out here and flies everywhere on camera, you guys are liable to see me throw a damn cuss fit. Like really. I don't even know that that's the correct spring. Sitting there looking at it. Supposed to be for a 200t. It doesn't look like any of the other ones I've had here. That looks like it's meant to stay around it. And we can do a little bit of inspecting and I'll bring you guys back. Well guys, sadly enough, we've got sent the wrong spring. I am going to dig around here and see if I can locate a spring I can take out of something else and put in this and get it functional. Once I figure that out, I'll bring you guys back. But I've checked, double checked. I ordered Recoil springs for a Stihl ms200t chainsaw. That's not what we've got here. I think these are actually for a larger saw, like 026, 36, maybe even larger. It is what it is. I'll bring you guys back once I get something figured out, I suppose. Well guys, let's cross our fingers because mine are cramped up after putting that in there and hope we have a winner. I feel kind of dumb. I actually had that spring laying here in a box. We'll get the pulley in and see what's up. If you didn't know how to wind a spring, I believe that'll work, guys. I'll get it back on the saw and pull on it a few times and see if it holds up. Okay, guys, I was tightening up the last couple of screws in it. Thought I'd point something out if you're working on a 200. These front 2 screws, they actually go into the crankcase of the saw. So they are going to be like a fine threaded machine bolt. And these back 2 are actually a coarse threaded screw because they're going into the plastic tank housing. Just a quick little tip there. I'll get you guys spin around over here on my little stool and we will see if this thing holds up. It feels pretty good. There's no reason it shouldn't, I guess. Alright. Kind of a funky looking angle there, but you know what? It'll work. One of the last videos I'd shot, and I think that camera's actually moving on us. It is. It's loose on the tripod. Great. Maybe it'll sit still. Sit still, camera. If it moves, it moves. You guys will understand. I don't want to take the quick release off and tighten it up, but he'd asked what kind of compression it made and someone else. I don't know. I've not had a gauge on it. Squish on it pretty tight. I'd say once the ring's seated, it'll be up there pretty good. Seemed to be peppy enough when we run it, even with the dull chain. 200t all the way back, and I've got two of these handles put together. One for the kit saw I've got, and then another for another build. So we may or may not show that when we get into it. I might have a video on the channel showing how all that's done, but they are a pain. If you have not done a 200t handle, well, you should. Thank Mini Mac. But let's see. Fourth pull, that ain't bad. I'm not gonna run it a lot because I've got the doors closed. People think I'm cold driven that, or it's gonna cold seize or whatever it's called, but that was a saw on fast idle when it fired. That's, you know, I bumped it right off once she fired up, but let's see how she fires back. You gotta remember high RPMs to this is like, you know, 15,000 RPMs. It's I think they're a 28mm stroke, so. We've got that one knocked out, guys. We'll probably run it a little more before we send it home. Yeah, guys, I think we're loose. I'm gonna have to tighten that up before we do any more video on tonight. But Morgan Buddy, I believe I've got this little saw knocked out. She's running real sweet. Just see me bust myself in the mouth. I hope it starts bleeding on camera. That'd make a killer short. It'll probably make a killer short anyway, but yeah, I smacked myself good right there in the mouth. It is what it is, but like I said, I think we've got this one knocked out. I'll run it some more. I'd ordered a Meteor piston for the 55. I just did not like that Farmer Tech piston. I'll get those every now and then that I don't like. At first glance it looked good, but it's too soft, guys. Any compression at all, it'll grenade and take that saw out. So I just chose to order a good piston and go in it, and I know that's what he would rather do anyway, but it is the same design for the open port cylinder, but as far as I can find, there is no finding that open windowed piston. I even searched around on the forums, and nothing against forums, I've been there and done that, but the only thing I was finding was guys were using that piston in case feeding the transfers, and I didn't find a whole lot about it, just a whole lot of threads of people not being able to find that piston. I think we may be about to start bleeding, but man, I yoked myself right in the mouth. We're leaving that in, may even be the intro to this video, but anyway, guys, if one of you has a link to that piston and it's not the Little Red Barn, I thought I'd found the Little Red Barn one, but it was the open port piston as well, but no big thing, we can make it work. It'll run good. One more saw we've got a Simple Man's he may have forgot about. I'd honestly forgot about it, keep forgetting about it, is that old Lombard. He'd bought that off Smitty sometime back last year and had him send it up here, or down here rather. I'm south of Smitty, I'm pretty sure. I think he's in Pennsylvania. But we'll have to see what we can do with that. I think he's wanting to hot rod it. It'd be cool to at least break into that thing and see what makes it tick and if we can do anything with it. But just some future projects. 361 kit saw, I've got that. I've not touched it. It's actually sitting over here under the other workbench in a box. Complete 200t kit. Lots and lots of projects. My 362, the 500, I'm still up in there on that 500. I kind of like it as is. I know everyone's like port it. If I need something bigger and stronger than that, I've already got them sitting there ported. That thing's like a Cadillac. It's not real loud. It makes a ton of freaking power for its size. You know, they're just an awesome saw. But anyway, I'll wrap this one up. Quit running my mouth. Thank you guys for watching. And I still say it would have been cool if my lip would have went to bleeding down my face. Y'all have a good day.